Breaking news. We just got inside scoop from the 2013 election that your Democratic candidate, Kyle Decker, came in late when specifically told by Mrs. Randall to be here before first period. Not to add on, but he also forged her signature, resulting in being hostage at the ID office and taken to the dean's office. Which, in fact, we got great footage of him walking after the bell with his campaign manager, Tiara Sharks.
Hi there, this is Miranda Savell with your election update for today's 2013 election. Here we have Republican candidate Zach Werber. Zach, how do you feel about how the election is going to go today?
It's definitely going to be a close race. I'm really excited to see how this results out, but I'm sure the American people will vote for whoever they think is best, and I'm sure they're going to make the right choice.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
And how do you feel about your opposing candidate, Kyle Decker, coming into school late today?
I would say that's a big mistake on his part. I don't know the full details of it, but it's always best to be on time, and you can never be late when you're running for president. When you're president, you can never be late.
Thank you for your time, candidate.
All right, thank you.
This is candidate Decker we have here. Hello, how are you today?
I'm pretty good.
So, candidate Decker, how do you feel about how today's election is going to go?
I feel pretty confident. I know me and my team have put in a lot of work on making sure that the voters out there know the issues, know my position on the issues, and know that I'm the best candidate for the job.
Thank you for that. And we're going to put you in the hot seat. Can you explain the late arrival this morning?
There was a pass mix-up with the attendance lady at the beginning. I had a pass from Miss Randall, and she wasn't buying it.
All right. Thank you.
Elgin High School being Elgin High School.
All right. Thank you for your time. Here we have Libertarian candidate Miguel Vasquez. Hi, Miguel. How are you today?
I'm doing good.
All right. So how do you think today's election is going to go?
Well, I think it's going to be a tight, close race, but I'm hoping the outcomes will benefit us.
And how do you feel about your fellow candidate, Mr. Decker, coming to school late?
Well, I feel it was a very bad part on him and a little irresponsible. So.
All right. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Spirit Shara, and I am interviewing for the 2013 elections today. Here I have the Republican campaign manager, Mark Chulicon. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Very good. Well, today is the election day. How is the atmosphere in the election room today?
Well, the election room is very calm. It's pretty casual. Voters coming in, pretty large voter density. I see a lot of voters this morning. The turnout seems pretty good so far. It seems pretty even. We've asked a couple voters what they might vote for, and it seems pretty even throughout.
That's good. Are you confident about all your campaigning thus far? Do you feel that it'll pay off in your party's favor today?
Definitely. I think that the commercials we've come out with, the speech that Zach has given, it all has built up, and we are running a pretty strong campaign.
And do you think that there's anything you guys could have done differently, maybe, if you would have had a second chance?
Well, the only thing would be perhaps preparing Zach a little bit more for that second debate. But besides that, our campaign was run pretty smoothly.
Okay, thank you for your time. Have a good rest of election day.
You too.
I'm here today with the Democratic campaign manager, Tiara Sharks. Hi, how are you today?
Good. I'm good.
Well, today is the day. How is the atmosphere in the election room today?
Well, it feels very tense. I hear voters for certain parties are voting for opposite parties. And I think our party has a very good chance of winning. And that's pretty much it.
Okay. Are you confident about all the campaigning you guys have done thus far? Do you feel that all this hard work is going to pay off in your party's favor in the end?
Yes, I am confident with what our party has done and what we're doing now, because we're not stopping just because today is election day. We are still making advertisement and giving stuff to the people, like giving them our ideas, our platform, and telling them what the Democratic Party is about.
Is there anything that you think your party could have done differently given a second chance?
No, I don't think so, because we've done everything in a way that it's, we've been going through this very well, and I don't think we have any regrets. Everything's been going good.
I have one last question. I have to put you on the hot seat right now. How do you feel about Decker's late arrival this morning? We heard you had to pull him out of the dean's office. What's your opinion on that?
Well, I think everybody needs to make an entrance, and that was just his way of making an entrance.
Okay. Thank you for your time today.
Thank
Have
you.
a good rest of the election day.
You too.
I am here today with the Libertarian campaign manager, Emily Hilbert. How are you today?
How are you?
I'm very good. Well, today is the day. How do you feel that the atmosphere is in the election room right now?
The atmosphere in the election room is really fun right now because it's kind of like the calm before the storm. Everyone's waiting to see what the outcome is going to be, but everyone feels like they're really prepared.
That's good. Are you confident about all your guys' campaigning thus far? Do you feel that it will pay off in your party's favor in the end?
I really hope it will. I think we've done everything we possibly could.
And is there anything you believe that you guys could have done differently given a second chance?
If we had a second chance, we would probably have brought food or candy today because the other parties did that.
Well, thank you for your time today, and have a good rest of the election day.
This just in, the candidates are now arriving to vote. Let's cut to the live footage. I'm Kyle Paukin, here to bring you the first news on the fall 2013 presidential election. With the numbers after second period, Miguel Vasquez and Zach Werber seem to be pretty close, while Kyle Decker sweeps the board at second period. I will be back with you after fourth with new results. Welcome to the staff interviews. Here I have Michelle Brady for the Republican Party. And I have a few questions for you. Do you feel that your party's platform has been successful in attracting voters?
I feel that we, thus far have put out as much as we can, but I feel like there could have been, if he would have tried harder, there could have been more he could have done to attract voters personally to him, because I know that other parties, such as Kyle's Democratic Party, he more reached out to the voters than we did,
personally, because he's closer with them on a regular basis, compared to Zach, where he had introduced himself, pretty much.
So do you think if, Zach got on a more personable level,
yeah,
he would have got more?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The next one. Is there anything you believe your party could have done differently?
Go into more classes, probably, and give more things to the voters, more trades on it, on a more regular basis rather than the day of, or just one day, because I feel that they do take notice in the fact that you go out in there and you talk to them and you do give them things and you show them that you're actually trying to reach out and get their vote. So I feel that he could have done that
on a more regular basis than he already has. But yeah, that's pretty much what I noticed right off the bat.
All right, thank you.
I'm out.
Here I have Jacob Oshana for the Democratic Party.
Howdy, nice to meet you. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I have a few questions for you.
Okay.
First one, do you feel like your party's platform has been successful in attracting voters?
I really think it has. We put it out there in the commercials, and a lot of classes have seen it, and we've gotten lots of good feedback on that. So yeah, I feel like our platform is doing a good job.
What are some examples of you reaching out to your voters?
Well, me and the campaign manager Tiara, we would go to classrooms, we'd hand out like cookies and candy. Today we've been going around classrooms and basically doing the same thing. You know, getting the vote out, passing out flyers.
Is there anything you believe your party could have done differently?
Maybe our party should have. We worked on commercials a little too late, because like some commercials went up like yesterday, and a lot of classes haven't seen them. So I feel like that was like an issue we should have worked on.
So kind of like, not really get your priorities straight, but kind of focus on your advertising first.
Yeah.
All right, well thank you.
Thank you.
Here I have with me for the Libertarians, Katie Bino.
Hello.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. I have a few questions for you.
Okay.
The first one, do you feel that your party's platform has been successful in attracting voters?
I do. You know, a lot of the people voting weren't really aware of what the stance of the Libertarians were, but once we got out there, they really understood it.
Do you have any examples on how the people might have gained information on your platform?
Well, a lot of them were concerned with college because many students who are now eligible to vote are going to college, and they are very concerned about how they're going to pay for that. And when we informed them that, you know, more corporate businesses like donating money would be assisting them, they were very, very for that.
That's good. Is there anything you believe that your party could have done differently?
You know, I think just clarifying every detail that we stand for would have just been a little bit more beneficial.
So details?
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
We are here again with candidate Zach Werber for the Republican Party. Hi there, Zach.
Hi there, how's it going?
It's going good. How are you?
Good.
All right. We just have a few questions we want to ask you.
Right.
First, what do you believe is the strongest part of your platform, and what do you believe is the weakest part of your platform?
The strongest part, I'd have to say, are probably the tax breaks that we want to give out to the people. And the weakest part, well, I wouldn't call it the weakest part, I'd call it the weakest part to the public. Like, they might not support fully, would be the foreign affairs. Because not really everyone will start agreeing, but I believe it's the best for this country.
All right. And how do you feel the progression of the day is going?
Day's going good. I've done some random polling, and it's been mixed. A little bit of everybody has been being voted for. So that's always good. So it's going to be a close race.
All right. Well, thank you very much for your time.
Yes, thank you very much.
Hi, we are back with candidate Kyle Decker here to do an interview. Hi, candidate Decker.
Hey, Miranda.
All right. What do you believe is the strongest part of your platform, and what is your weakness?
I think the strongest part of our platform in this election at this school right now would definitely be our education. I think like our education message, we're the only party that is for increasing funding for college loans and for putting money into the school districts at a local level. And I think that was pretty obvious in the debates, and I've had a lot of people talk to me and tell me that that's the reason they voted for me.
All right. And how do you feel the progression of the day is going?
I think it's been kind of rocky, but I think that's like what we were expecting. Overall, it's been going pretty good. We've been talking to voters, talking to people, making sure everything runs smoothly downstairs. Ms. Randall's been a little bit crazy, but it's a given. Other than that, I think it's been going pretty well. No big major hiccups, nothing big happening, so just let me go on.
Okay, great.
Right.
Thank you for your
Thank
time.
you.
We are here again with candidate Miguel Vasquez for the Libertarian Party. Hi, Miguel.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing as good as ever.
All right.
what do you believe is the strongest part of your platform, and what do you believe is the weakest part of your platform?
I think the strongest part of my platform is economics, and my weakest is education, because people don't want to trust the private sector and they don't want to privatize education.
Right. And how do you feel the progression of the day is going?
It's been going a little slow at times, but as more voters come through, it gets a little hectic, but it's fine.
All right. Any final comments?
No?
All right. Thank you for your time.
Hello, and this is Rita Teixeira again, and I'm here once again with Republican Campaign Manager Mark Chulicott. Hi.
Hello.
How's your day been going so far?
It's been busy.
Okay, I'm just going to ask you a couple questions. Is that okay?
All right.
How is your candidate Zach Werber doing right now? Like, emotionally, he must be very stressed.
Zach definitely has some stress on him, but he has composed himself. Essentially, right now, he's just working on preparing his concession and acceptance speeches. So, yeah.
That was actually my second question. Are you and your candidate preparing your concession and/or acceptance speech at this moment?
Yes, definitely. Our speeches have been written, and Zach is currently practicing his speeches.
Have you personally heard the speeches yet?
I've heard bits of it, and it sounds pretty good.
That's good. Are you confident in your party at this point of the election?
It's still really pretty close, I feel like. It's hard to tell. Never can really read these.
Yeah.
So.
Well, thank you for your time again. We'll see you at the end of this. I'm here with Tiara Sharks, campaign manager for the Democratic Party again. How are you doing right now?
I'm doing pretty well.
Okay, I'm just going to ask you a few questions. I think that's all right. How is your candidate Kyle Decker doing right now? Is he, like, emotionally, is he stressed at all?
Well, I feel that everyone has a little stress right now, waiting for the results, and our party is doing pretty well. I think our election is going to be a tight one.
Are you and your candidate preparing your concession and/or acceptance speech?
Yes, we are. We've been practicing it. He's been practicing it and trying to get it perfect, but no one's perfect.
Sorry, have you personally heard him practice it?
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good?
It sounds good.
Are you, like to say something else? Oh, I'm sorry. Are you confident in your party at this point of the election?
I am pretty confident with my party.
Okay. Well, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
And we'll see you at the end of this. And once again, I'm here with Libertarian Campaign Manager Emily Hilbert. How are you doing right now? Hey, how are you? I'm good. How is your candidate Miguel doing right now, like emotionally? Is he stressed at all? He's not really stressed. If he is, he's not showing it. So I think he's good though. That's good. That's good. He's able to hold everything in. Are you and your candidate preparing your concession and/or acceptance speech? We actually already finished those. Okay. Haven't typed that and everything. That's awesome. Have you heard him practice them yet? Yeah, I was making him practice them this morning. We were typing them. Is he doing well? Yes. Are you confident in your party at this point of the election? I'm confident in our party. I think it's going to be a close call between the Democrats and Libertarians. It's going to be a close one. All right. Well, have a good rest of the election day. It's almost over.
Hi, I'm Kyle Paucan, here to bring you more news on the fall 2013 presidential election. As before, Kyle Decker was in the lead by a large amount, while Miguel Vasquez and Zach Werber were pretty close. After the fourth period results, Kyle Decker is still in the lead, while Miguel Vasquez has gained his gap between Zach Werber. After sixth period, there will be more results. Here we are once again with another staff interview. Here I have Chris Lempa. He is a Republican staff member. How are you doing?
Pretty good today, sir. Thank you.
I have a few questions for you.
Okay.
Are you and your party still working hard to get the vote out until the very end?
Oh yes, definitely. We are definitely working hard, and we even made that last commercial this week, and we put everything we had into it.
Do you think you've contributed enough to your party's campaign?
I believe so. At the beginning it was a little rough. We had trouble getting everybody together for the videos or to advertise, but towards the end I think we really came together and made good things happen.
What about on a personal level, like you yourself?
Me, myself? I think I've done a pretty good job. Just like at the beginning again, like I think I had some difficulties getting going, but come toward the end, I think I've done a good job.
All right, well, thank you.
Thank you.
Here we have Rodolfo Quaggio for the Democrats. How are you doing?
Fine, how about you?
I'm good. I have a few questions for you.
Sure.
Are you and your party still working hard to get out the vote until the very end?
Sure. Election demands very hard work from everybody. And me, Kyle, and our party, the Democratic Party, know very well about this, and we will fight to the last minute.
Do you think you yourself on a personal level have contributed enough to your party's campaign?
Definitely. I think that everybody had an important role that contributed in so many ways for the success of the election. But me, personally, I work for the ideas, for the advertisements, so I contributed in my way, giving some ideas for my party to use and everything.
All right, well, thank you for your time.
Oh, you're welcome.
Here I have Brianna Wright for the Libertarians.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I have a few questions for you.
Okay.
First one, how are you and your party still working hard to get out the vote until the very end?
I think we have been working very hard. Each period, well, right before the campaign, or right before people go to vote, we're going downstairs and we made like little labels that say vote for Vasquez, and we're handing those out to people and really make sure that the last thing before they enter the room is hear Vasquez. So
it's a good strategy.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you personally have contributed enough to your party's campaign?
I think I've contributed a lot to my party's campaign. I've helped with media by painting the rock, putting up posters. I did a majority of the financing by typing it out, and I have really helped Miguel in shape how he presents himself and what he says before he goes into campaigns and critiquing on stuff. So it really benefits our party and how we are presented towards others.
This sounds like you've done a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully hopefully it all pays off.
Yes, I hope so.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, this is Sarah, and I'm outside of the voting room today interviewing our voters. I'm here with this young lady. What is your name, ma'am?
Carmen.
Hi.
Ramirez.
Oh, hi. How's your day going?
My day is quite interesting. I came here to vote today, and it was, my first time voting.
Oh, it's a very good experience. Well, I have a few questions for you today. I hope that's okay.
Okay.
How well informed do you feel on all the candidates' platforms?
I feel like I've been learning a lot about what everybody was doing for the election or whatever. And, I hope whoever is the best wins.
Did you enjoy watching all of this year's commercials and interviews?
Yes, they were quite interesting and very entertaining. I had a lot of fun watching them, yeah.
Okay. And can you please tell us who you voted for today?
I voted for Kyle Deckers.
Okay. Thank you for your time. Have a good rest of your
day.
I am here with this young man today. What is your name, sir?
Colin Flanagan.
Hi. How are you today?
I'm very good. How are you?
I am good. I'm just going to ask you a few questions. So, first one, how well informed do you feel on all of the candidates' platforms?
I feel I'm mostly informed. I feel like there could be some more information though that could be shared, but I feel like it's being hidden from me.
Okay. Did you enjoy watching all the commercials and interviews and stuff this election?
I did. I love the commercials. My little Vasquez. Very smart man. Very funny commercials. Yeah, the interviews were pretty fun. Just listening to them, hearing their ideas.
Can I assume by that comment that you voted for Miguel Vasquez today?
Oh, of course. Miguel Vasquez is my man. He's a winner. And we need a winner for our president.
Okay. Thank you for your time today.
Well, thank you.
Have a good rest of your day.
Thank you.
And I'm here with this lady. What is your name? Elsa. Hi. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
How well informed do you feel on all the candidates' platforms?
I feel pretty well informed. The debates were really good. Very informative.
Did you enjoy watching the commercials and interviews this election?
Yeah, a lot of them were actually pretty amazing.
I agree. Who did you end up voting for today, if you'd like to tell us?
I ended up voting for Zach Weber.
Thank you for your time today. Have a good rest of your day.
And I am here with this young man today. What is your name, sir?
My name is Devin McDonald.
Hi. How's your day going?
Very good.
That's good. How well informed do you feel on all the candidates' platforms?
I feel very well informed. They all really knew their debate topics.
Okay. Did you enjoy watching all of the commercials and interviews this election?
Very much, yes.
Were they funny?
They were funny, yes.
Okay. Can you please tell us who you ended up voting for today?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. We respect your privacy.
Good.
Thank you for your time today, sir. Have a good rest of your day.
Breaking news update. We have just found out after 6th period that Kyle Decker and Miguel Vasquez are very close. Miguel, since 4th period, has closed the gap with Kyle Decker, leaving Zach Weber behind with very little votes.
We are nearing the end of our presidential campaign today, and here I have candidate Zach Weber for the Republicans. Zach, as we are coming to a close, how confident are you right now in yourself and your party now that the election is over and the ballots are being counted?
Well, we had a really good run, and I can't wait to see how this went. How I think we're doing, I would say we're doing pretty well. I think it's going to, again, I've been saying this the whole election, it's going to be a close race. And it's very stressful right now, and we just can't wait to see who actually comes out on top.
And also, what is the first thing you'll do if you are named president?
The first thing I'll do is I'll start working with the Congress, make sure something like this, the shutdown, never happens again. So I'll put in the necessary bills, and I'll do whatever I need to do to make sure this never happens again.
Thank you very much for your time during this
thank you.
election. Here we have candidate Kyle Decker for the Democrats to answer a few questions as we near the end of the debate. Candidate Decker, how confident are you right now in yourself and your party now that the election is nearing an end?
Well, right now I'm feeling pretty confident. You know, like our team has done everything we can to make sure we get the vote out, that people understand my platform, where I'm coming from, like understand me personally. So I feel pretty confident. I trust in the voting.
All right. What is the first thing you will do when you are named president?
The very first thing I would do is probably take a nap. After that, probably the second day, I would get on the phone, start working to tackle our country's problems. We have a lot going on. We need someone with strong leadership to get in and start getting the job done from day one.
All right. Thank you very much for your time during this election, candidate Decker. Here I have Miguel Vasquez for the Libertarian Party. How are you doing in these last few minutes, Miguel?
Kind of stressed out right now. Scared.
Yeah. So my first question is, how confident are you right now in yourself and your party that you guys are going to win?
Well, confidence can only take you so far, but I know me and my party did everything we could to get the vote out, but if it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
Sure. And what is the first thing you will do if you are elected president?
The first thing I would do if I get elected president is do what I was voted on. I would protect the people's liberty and diminish the government slowly.
All right. Thank you very much for your time during this election.
And now we're going to hear from our first candidate who is conceding that he is not the President of the United States in the 2013 election, Mr. Zach Weber.
Hello, my fellow Americans. First, allow me to start by giving thanks to all of you who believed in me and stood by me to the very end. This was a hard-fought battle filled with attacks from all sides, and I'm glad that I held on to my convictions through this entire race. Because of this, I would also like to give thanks to my party, and because they worked vigorously on the campaign, and Ms. Randall for her constant words of wisdom. I would especially like to give thanks to my great campaign manager, Mark Chulton. My vision for an America with strong conservative values was rejected by the voter, and as a better man, I accept that. Although it's a bit disappointing that I cannot be president of this great nation, I trust that the president will do a great job for the American people. This is a critical point for our nation, but I know with the grace of God and the other leaders of Congress, he can get us through this major partisan bickering. Let us pray for the country so that it may be on the right path again. I am grateful that you gave me this chance to have my run, and I once again want to thank my staff and the American people, for you are the best, and may God bless America.
And now, our runner-up for president, Kyle Decker.
Hey guys. Firstly, I'd like to thank my campaign staff for all the hard work they did. Aaron, Como, and Jessica for making fundraising calls. Alondra and Rodolfo for commercial ideas. Jacob for being the video guy and doing all the commercials straight off his iPhone, just being a clutch. And then Tierra for being an amazing campaign manager. We put a lot of work in this project, and it might not be the ending that we hoped for, we thought that we did, but we had a lot of fun along the way. We had a lot of good memories we created. I learned a lot, and I think that was the whole point of the whole election in the first place. Today, the American people had 3 distinctive choices. The results are in, and Miguel Vasquez over here came out ahead. He's a good man who fought a hard campaign, and he deserved to win. All I can say is that no matter who's president, no matter who had won today, I would support them, because right now is the time for unity. This nation faces many challenging problems, and the only way we can hope to overcome them is to unify together and face them as one. This means Congress will need to learn to compromise, and the American people, you guys, will need to stay involved and help keep them accountable. Thank you. God bless you. God bless the United States.
And now, I would like to introduce the President of the United States for the 2013 presidential election with a vote of 92 to 83 to 52, Miguel Vasquez.
I would like to start off by thanking everybody who supported me throughout the election. I would like to thank my party for making this possible, because without them, this wouldn't be possible. And to the candidates for being worthy opponents, Kyle and Zach, thanks to our debates, America was able to vote for the right choice this election. And this choice was Libertarian. A vote for Miguel is a vote for liberty, and I will assure you that I will do everything in my power to protect the civil liberties that have been given to us at birth. My term in office will bring forth workers more qualified in all areas than ever before. My term in office will bring peace in our country, peace outside our country. My term in office will bring prosperity, not to my country, not to your country, but to our country. America has suffered long enough with our external problems that have affected the well-being of all our citizens. And in my presidency, I will help rebuild America from the most afflicted up. Our government is at dispute with itself, dissipating in disunity, labeling themselves as Republicans or Democrats. With me in office, that separation will not interfere with the process of repair. My goal is to make America the great again, and make this land and all their inhabitants free from the reins of government.
How does it feel that you've won the election, President Vasquez?
I'm speechless because I had two very strong opponents, and I honestly did not think I would come out on top, but the American people chose their leader, and I'm glad it's me.